Um, Greetings to you all, my beloved Nigerians. I'll go straight to the point I'm trying to make. Our country has failed us. Our leaders are practically useless, every single one of them. The system of governing the system that is responsible for governing this country is rotten. It's totally rotten. And that's why nothing works. I know a lot of people are still banking on protests. But how did the last one go? In fact, how did the last two protests go? Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Protests are no longer viable options, you know, to provide change. Why? Because they are now prepared for it. The NSAS protest caught our leaders off guard. And that's why something was done. But right now, they expect it, so they brace themselves for the impact. When it impacts them, they just brush it off because it does nothing to them, and they don't feel the need to listen to us. One thing I have noticed is that let me not say I've noticed. I want to say that our leaders, the elites of this country, are so far up, you know, in the pyramid of classes of this city that they are the pinnacle. A lot of them have been at that position for years, for decades. I mean, I know a late only councilor, uh, senator, yeah, that has been in the Senate for, that was in the Senate for over 15 years. Those are the career politicians. So nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work. Things that we've already tried are no longer viable options for us. We must think outside the box. It's imperative that we think outside the box. Everybody has to come up with solutions to our situation because things will not get better, only go worse. You know, if somebody had told me before the last election that somebody who would lead this country would do worse than the current president, I would laugh so hard. I would have laughed and rolled on the floor for real because I would not have believed that. Like, how can he be worse than President Buhari? How can somebody, how does that work? No, they proved it to me. And to be honest with you, I'm in total shock and awe. Somebody actually was that Buhari. That's crazy to me. The people that rule us have no conscience. They sold their soul. That's why they are the way they are. I think uh, uh, describing them as wicked men is downplaying the gravity of their of their works, of their wicked works. The word that describes our leaders perfectly is evil. Evil. Our leaders are evil. They worship Satan. That's the God honest truth. Because no normal person will go and assume an position of authority and then squander or use all the money allocated to projects in his environment and just eat every single dime of that project without delivering and still go scot free. How is that possible for someone who is normal, has a conscience? The conscience of our leaders is gone. All of them have sold their souls to the devil. To the people that voted and supported Peter Obi, Mr. Peter Obi, I want you to know that, in my humble opinion, that Peter Obi was nothing but paid opposition. Yes, false opposition. They just put him there to act. All that stuff was acting. And you see what the effect was. Caused a massive fight between the Igbos and the Yoruba because of that stuff. And you know why that is their target, why they spark up violence between tribes is because when they do so, you no longer think and focus on the evil they are doing. Takes your focus into something petty and silly. That's what it means. So what I'm going to say is that I'm really going to say is that at this juncture, Nigerians have to unite. Doesn't matter where you're from. North, south, east, west. Enough and enough is enough for the fighting. We have to come together. If we agree together and stick to each other, we will make something happen for ourselves. The wealth of this country is the wealth of the whole population of Nigeria. It is God given. It is not to be shared and squandered by elites and elite politicians. It is not. It is not theirs. What they are doing is evil. Can you imagine that in 2025 Nigeria still doesn't have steady light? How can a country as rich as Nigeria uh, have refineries that are not functioning to full capacity? Instead, they import fuel. A country that had so much, a country that has so much crude oil is not making our own fuel. Instead, other countries make it for them and then they buy it back. And you wonder why fuel is so expensive now. They tell you they remove subsidy and make it sound like it was a privilege we had. It's not a privilege. That's something we should have been thanking them for. It is our right. It is our right for subsidy as Nigerians. What are you doing for us? Subsidy was the last and only thing we could enjoy as Nigerians. Subsidy for fuel. But look at, they still had to take it. Anything that gives Nigerians joy, these people who actually find a way to destroy it and make us sad. This whole country is traumatized. The leaders are fighting a very big psychological war on Nigerian masses. This is why we are so toothless and have no force behind all our complaints. Every Nigerian complains, but none of them actually do anything to change it. It's a sad state of affairs in this God-given country. The condition we are at this point is just is just unacceptable, and that is the God honest truth. Something has to give, something has to change, and that's what we must do. We must stop fighting each other, understanding that fighting each other enables the wicked and evil elite to continue destroying this country, killing us. How is it that in 2025 we have places in Nigeria that just get overrun by bandits? We have no security. We are not like that. Everything you provide for yourself in this country, you have to provide for yourself in this country because the government cannot protect you. Even when it comes to the police, you go to the station, you report a crime that has been done against you. You say you want to go and pick up the person, and the police will charge you money for that movement. What is the meaning of that? Is there no budget for the police force to cover things like that? Why is it so? This country is not working. This country is not working, and it is close to death. Very close to death. Something has to give, guys. Enough is enough. If I go further, I'm going to be using two phrases. And the first one is old country. And the second one is new country. The old country is the current um, politicians in power all the way to back, all the back there, and the current regime all the way to our independence. That's old country. That's what they represent. The new country is what we are about to build. The future of this country is what we are about to rescue. And that's the new country. I'm not saying we want to change our country name or anything like that. It's just to differentiate between what is in the past and what is in the future, the road ahead, what we are looking at, what we are aiming at. That is what this thing means. So that is what those phrases mean. So please hear me out. At this point, I'm going to talk about the only solution to our predicament. Listen, old country politicians are no good for us. It's evidently clear now. Now, what I will tell you is that they cannot be relied on. And any party, any old country party that already exists and is registered has been infiltrated. It has been infiltrated already, and it will not work. It will not succeed in running against these people. If you knew what happened behind the scenes, you'll be shocked. You come, you want to register a new party. The ones that are in the popular ones will call you, give you a certain amount of money to just, step back and lay back and not challenge them. Even though they know that even if you come out and declare yourself as a presidential candidate, that you are far more unlikely to win, and they know you are not a threat, but they will still try their best to shut whatever thing you are trying to do down. because they know that there's a slight chance that anything can happen, and you'll be the one to knock them out on what they think is a secure position. This war is evil, people. I want everyone to understand that. And so what I'm going to say is this. The first solution to achieve the new country is to register a brand new country. That is what it is. We cannot afford to go after these people without first registering a brand new party that will represent the Nigerian people once and for all. If you're a Nigerian supporting PDP or APC or Labour, I want you to understand that you are just wasting your time. Nothing good will come from all these things. Absolutely nothing. It is something you must understand. So I'm going to tell you that the reason why we must, the reason why we must, the reason why we must open a brand new party is that all the old country parties have already been infiltrated and made to rot. They are already part of the rotting, system. You want to go about it through that way, you are bound to fail. They will see to it that you fail. You just can't make it. You can't build a house with on top of a sandy, plot of land, and on top of it with no foundations. That house will be dangerous to live in and it will fall apart. This is the truth. So if we are going to go to the old country system, we'll just fall apart. We'll break. We'll be condemned. So at this point, this is the first step we have to make. And that step is to register a brand new party. And this brand new party will be set up for the Nigerian people. Once the party is done and registered, it will be imperative that every single member of the party will begin to spread the news to other people, both online and on the streets and in real life. Evangelize the party to them. Tell them this is what this we came and we want to achieve. This is our goal for the new country. Invite them to join us. Allow them know that they are welcome. You walk in the street and you make sure that at least you call and bring somebody to our side every day. And online, all you will do is continuously retweet, repost, and share our content so that things go viral and will get the attention which will convert, to a lot of members. This is what we must do. We must first register a party, and secondly, we must have the military and the police behind us. You understand why? Well, the reason for that is this. If we do not have the military support and the police support, they will be used against us. But we must have their support. So that when somebody goes to them and tells them to attack us for no reason, they will tell the person to get out. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian army work for the Nigerian people. And the way this government treats them is awful. There is a building I used to pass once in a while. Okay. Not a building, a compound, kind of a barracks, a police barracks. The whole thing is dilapidated and dirty and smells so bad. The sewage system is a mess. And you stuck human beings into that. And there's nothing, no plan to fix it. It's ridiculous. Our military and our police people are being treated like animals. The pay that they get is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So now I'm going to talk directly to our military and police personnel. Please stand by us, the Nigerian people. Let them not succeed in using you to fight what we all know is a righteous cause, which is the prosperity of this country and the elimination of corruption. Stand with us. We beg of you. You are in Nigeria just as we are Nigerian. Let a few elite, pathetic elite clowns, let them not be able to use you. If they come to you to attack us, take their money and ignore them. Tell them that is not an option on the table. If it's money involved, take it and ignore them. What are they going to do? Report to the police. Nah. And once that is done, come public. You can be anonymous about it, creating a different account and sharing what transpired between you and them. Expose them, drop names. The person they're responsible for an almost deadly attack that almost took place, so that everybody will know the kind of evil people we are dealing with. So yeah, the first step is to register a party. Second step is to have the support of our military men and law enforcement agencies. We need their backing. Otherwise, they will just stomp on us till we cannot do anything again. So please, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, please stand by us, the new Nigeria, the new country that we are looking forward to build. It's going to be fair to you. The people who protect the country should be compensated well for it. But it's unfair what is going on. It's unfair. Sending thousands of young Nigerian men to fight bandits and they get slaughtered for nothing. With bad equipment. They just throw them at the wolves and just put them in the meat grinder and they are just going dead. Young boys that should have turned out to be something great. It is unfair. Think of what you are going through in the military. Think of what you are going through in the police, in immigration, in customs, in EFCC. Think about what you are going through. Think about how many things you are facing, how many problems you are facing, and is the handiwork of this government and has been so since the inception of this country. Something has to change, guys. Not everybody can leave this country. Not everybody can travel out and leave this place. register a party, have the support of the army behind us. Those are the path, to achieving our new country. So now it comes a final request. This is going to be a request. I will, I am pleading with you, if you are watching this, for financial assistance. Please pay whatever you can to my account so I can begin the process of creating this new account. The Nigerian youth need to get behind me. Let this video go viral. I'll call the number of the I'll call the number I'll call the number of my account details so that you can do the needful. If you can, please do help. If you can't, it is also fine. What you need to do is just share this video. So I'm going to get the of the number of the get the number of the account I want to use for this, because the moment I see enough money, I will immediately leave for Abuja to go and find out how the process of getting this thing to work, how I should navigate that. From the horse's mouth, I'll go directly to them and say, hey, this is what I want to do. How do I achieve it? What are the rules? You understand? That's the goal. So, Zenith. So, my account detail is a Zenith Bank account. My name in that account is Anthony Basi Eyo. And here comes the number: 228-114-0170. I repeat, 228-114-0170. That is my account number. Please, if you are able to, I would gladly appreciate your efforts and your donation. Whatever you can, please give it. Let us start now. There is no time, because I even forgot to add something. I wanted to say this. Our government is becoming more tyrannical as the days go. I know for a fact that the time will come when we will not be able to rise up and do anything about our situation. We will be totally shut down, bound by chains, and they will not allow us. They will not allow us speak like this again. There will be no free speech. That's where this country is going. If you do not know that, very soon videos like this will no longer be able to circulate, and will no longer be able to be made. Why? Because they don't want to take chances of anybody and anything uh, being an opposition to them. It is coming, and that's why I tell you that we must move now, because there is no time. Let us register this party. Once we get the party registered, we have the military and the law enforcement behind us. There is nothing we will not be able to achieve. So I think that's all. I'll be making more videos, and covering a lot more. So once again, the account number is 228-114-0170. 228-114-0170, and that's it. Thank you very much. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Amen. Um, Greetings to you all, my beloved Nigerians. I'll go straight to the point I'm trying to make. Our country has failed us. practically useless. Every single one of them. The system of governing the system that is responsible for governing this country is rotten. It's totally rotten. And that's why nothing works. I know a lot of people are still banking on protests. But how did the last one go? In fact, how did the last two protests go? Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Protests are no longer viable options, you know, to provide change. Why? Because they are now prepared for it. The NSAS protest caught our leaders off guard. And that's why something was done. But right now, they expect it, so they brace themselves for the impact. When when it impacts them, they just brush it off because it does nothing to them. And they don't feel the need to listen to us. One thing I have noticed is that, let me not say I've noticed, I want to say that our leaders, the elites of this country, are so far up, you know, in the pyramid of classes of this city that they are the pinnacle. A lot of them have been at that position for years, for decades. I mean, I know a late a councillor, uh, senator, yeah, that has been in the Senate for, that was in the Senate for over 15 years. Those are the career politicians. So nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work. Things that we've already tried are no longer viable options for us. We must think outside the box. It's imperative that we think outside the box. Everybody has to come up with solutions to our situation because things will not get better, only go worse. You know, if somebody had told me before the last election that somebody who would lead this country would do worse than the current president, I would laugh so hard. I would have laughed and rolled on the floor for real because I would not have believed that. Like, how can he be worse than President Buhari? How can somebody, how does that work? No, he proved it to me. And to be honest with you, I'm in total shock and awe. Somebody actually was that Buhari. That's crazy to me. The people that rule us have no conscience. They sold their soul. That's why they are the way they are. I think uh, uh, describing them as wicked men is downplaying the gravity of their of their works, of their wicked works. The word that describes our leaders perfectly is evil. Evil. Our leaders are evil. They worship Satan. That's the God honest truth. Because no normal person will go and assume a position of authority and then squander or use all the money allocated to projects in his environment and just eat every single dime of that project without and still go scot free. How is that possible for someone who is normal, has a conscience? The conscience of our leaders is gone. All of them have sold their souls to the devil. To the people that voted and supported Peter Obi, Mr. Peter Obi, I want you to know that, in my humble opinion, that Peter Obi was nothing but paid opposition. Yes, false opposition. They just put him there to act. All that stuff was acting. And you see what the effect was. Caused a massive fight between the Igbos and the Yoruba because of that stuff. And you know why that is their target. Why they spark up violence between tribes is because when they do so, you no longer think and focus on the evil they are doing. Takes your focus into something petty and silly. That's what it means. So what I'm going to say is that I'm really going to say that at this juncture, Nigerians have to unite. Doesn't matter where you're from. North, south, east, west. Enough and enough is enough for the fighting. We have to come together. If we agree together and stick to each other, we will make something happen for ourselves. The wealth of this country is the wealth of the whole population of Nigeria. It is God given. It is not to be shared and squandered by elites and elite politicians. It is not. It is not theirs. What they are doing is evil. Can you imagine that in 2025 Nigeria still doesn't have steady light? How can a country as rich as Nigeria and have refineries that are not functioning to full capacity? Instead, they import fuel. A country that had so much, a country that has so much crude oil is not making our own fuel. Instead, other countries make it for them and then they buy it back. And you wonder why fuel is so expensive now. They tell you they remove subsidy and make it sound like it was a privilege we had. It's not a privilege. That's something we should have been thanking them for. It is our right. It is our right for subsidy as Nigerians. What are you doing for us? Subsidy was the last and only thing we could enjoy as Nigerians. Subsidy for fuel. But look at, they still had to take it. Anything that gives Nigerians joy, these people who actually find a way to destroy it and make us sad. This whole country is traumatized. The leaders are fighting a very big psychological war on Nigerian masses. This is why we are so toothless and have no force behind all our complaints. Every Nigerian complains, but none of them actually do anything to change it. It's a sad state of affairs in this God-given country. The condition we are at this point is just is just unacceptable, and that is the God honest truth. Something has to give. Something has to change, and that's what we must do. We must stop fighting each other, understanding that fighting each other enables the wicked and evil elite to continue destroying this country, killing us. How is it that in 2025 we have places in Nigeria that just get overrun by bandits? We have no security. We are not like that. Everything you provide for yourself in this country, you have to provide for yourself in this country because the government cannot protect you. Even when it comes to the police, you go to the station, you report a crime that has been done against you. You say you want to go and pick up the person, and the police will charge you money for that movement. What is the meaning of that? Is there no budget for the police force to cover things like that? Why is it so? This country is not working. This country is not working, and it is close to death. Very close to death. Something has to give, guys. Enough is enough. If I go further, I'm going to be using two phrases. And the first one is old country. And the second one is new country. The old country is the current um, politicians in power all the way to back, all the back there, and the current regime all the way to our independence. That's old country. That's what they represent. The new country is what we are about to build. The future of this country is what we are about to rescue. And that's the new country. I'm not saying we want to change our country name or anything like that. It's to differentiate between what is in the past and what is in the future, the road ahead, what we are looking at, what we are aiming at. That is what this thing means. So that is what those phrases mean. So please hear me out. At this point, I'm going to talk about the only solution to our predicament. Listen, old country politicians are no good for us. It's evidently clear now. And what I will tell you is that they cannot be relied on. And any party, any old country party that already exists and is registered has been infiltrated. It has been infiltrated already, and it will not work. It will not succeed in running against these people. If you knew what happened behind the scenes, you'll be shocked. You come, you want to register a new party. The ones that are in the popular ones will call you, give you a certain amount of money to just, step back and lay back and not challenge them. Even though they know that even if you come out and declare yourself as a presidential candidate, that you are far more unlikely to win, and they know you are not a threat, but they will still try their best to shut whatever thing you are trying to do down because they know that there's a slight chance that anything can happen, and you'll be the one to knock them out on what they think is a secure position. This war is evil, people. I want everyone to understand that. And so what I'm going to say is this. first solution to achieve the new country is to register a brand new country. That is what it is. We cannot afford to go after these people without first registering a brand new party that will represent the Nigerian people once and for all. If you're a Nigerian supporting PDP or APC or Labour, I want you to understand that you are just wasting your time. Nothing can come, nothing good will come from all these things. Absolutely nothing. There's something you don't understand. So I'm going to tell you that the reason why we must, the reason why we must, the reason why we must open a brand new party is that all the old country parties have already been infiltrated and made to rot. They are already part of the rotting, system. You want to go about it through that way, you are bound to fail. They will see to it that you fail. You just can't make it. You can't build a house with on top of a sandy, plot of land, and on top of it with no foundations. That house will be dangerous to live in and it will fall apart. This is the truth. So if we are going to go to the old country system, we'll just fall apart. We'll break. We'll be condemned. So at this point, this is the first step we have to make. And that step is to register a brand new party. And this brand new party will be set up for the Nigerian people. Once the party is done and registered, it will be imperative that every single member of the party will begin to spread the news to other people, both online and on the streets and in real life. Evangelize the party to them. Tell them this is what this we came and we want to achieve. This is our goal for the new country. Invite them to join us. Allow them know that they are welcome. You walk in the street and you make sure that at least you call and bring somebody to our side every day. And online, all you will do is continuously retweet, repost, and share our content so that things go viral and will get the attention which will convert, to a lot of members. This is what we must do. We must first register a party, and secondly, we must have the military and the police behind us. You understand why? Well, the reason for that is this. If we do not have the military support and the police support, they will be used against us. But we must have their support so that when somebody goes to them and tells them to attack us for no reason, they will tell the person to get out. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian army work for the Nigerian people. And the way this government treats them is awful. There is a building I used to pass once in a while. not a building, a compound, kind of a barracks, a police barracks. The whole thing is dilapidated and dirty and smells so bad. The sewage system is a mess. And you stuck human beings into that. And there's nothing, no plan to fix it. It's ridiculous. Our military and our police people are being treated like animals. The pay that they get is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So now I'm going to talk directly to our military and police personnel. Please stand by us, the Nigerian people. Let them not succeed in using you to fight what we all know is a righteous cause, which is the prosperity of this country and the elimination of corruption. Stand with us. We beg of you. You are in Nigeria just as we are Nigerian. Let a few elite, pathetic elite clowns, let them not be able to use you. If they come to you to attack us, take their money and ignore them. Tell them that is not an option on the table. If it's money involved, take it and ignore them. What are they going to do? Report to the police. Nah. And once that is done, come public. You can be anonymous about it, creating a different account and sharing what transpired between you and them. Expose them, drop names. The person they're responsible for an almost deadly attack that almost took place, so that everybody will know the kind of evil people we are dealing with. So yeah, the first step is to register a party. Second step is to have the support of our military men and law enforcement agencies. We need their backing. Otherwise, they will just stomp on us till we cannot do anything again. So please, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, please stand by us. The new Nigeria, the new country that we are looking forward to build, it's going to be fair to you. The people who protect the country should be compensated well for it. But it's unfair what is going on. It's unfair. Sending thousands of young Nigerian men to fight bandits and they get slaughtered for nothing. With bad equipment. They just throw them at the wolves and just put them in the meat grinder and they are just going dead. Young boys that should have turned out to be something great. It is unfair. Think of what you are going through in the military. Think of what you are going through in the police, in immigration, in customs, in EFCC. Think about what you are going through. Think about how many things you are facing, how many problems you are facing, and is the handiwork of this government and has been so since the inception of this country. Something has to change, guys. Not everybody can leave this country. Not everybody can travel out and leave this place. So register a party, have the support of the army behind us. Those are the path, to achieving our new country. So now it comes a final request. This is going to be a request. I will pleading with you, if you are watching this, for financial assistance, please pay whatever you can to my account so I can begin the process of creating this new account. The Nigerian youth need to get behind me. Let this video go viral. I'll call the number of the I'll call the number I'll call the number of my account details so that you can do the needful. If you can't, please do help. If you can't, it is also fine. All you need to do is just share this video. So I'm going to get the of the number of the get the number of the account I want to use for this, because the moment I see enough money, I will immediately leave for Abuja to go and find out how the process of getting this thing to work, how I should navigate that. From the horse's mouth, I'll go directly to them and say, hey, this is what I want to do. How do I achieve it? What are the rules? You understand? That's the goal. So, Zenith. So, my account detail is a Zenith Bank account. My name in that account is Anthony Basi Eyo. And here comes the number: 228-114-0170. I repeat, 228-114-0170. That is my account number. Please, if you are able to, I would gladly appreciate your efforts and your donation. Whatever you can, please give it. Let us start now. There is no time, because I even forgot to add something. I wanted to say this. Our government is becoming more tyrannical as the days go. I know for a fact that the time will come when we will not be able to rise up and do anything about our situation. We will be totally shut down, bound by chains, and they will not allow us. They will not allow us speak like this again. There will be no free speech. That's where this country is going. If you do not know that, very soon videos like this will no longer be able to circulate, and will no longer be able to be made. Why? Because they don't want to take chances of anybody and anything being an opposition to them. It is coming, and that's why I tell you that we must move now, because there is no time. Let us register this party. Once we get the party registered, we have the military and the law enforcement behind us. There is nothing we will not be able to achieve. So I think that's all. I'll be making more videos, and covering a lot more. So once again, the account number is 228-114-0170. 228-114-0170, and that's it. Thank you very much. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.